Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, R.E.F.R just filed an 8K report indicating potential delisting from Nasdaq, and there is one big reason why that matters. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company is in hot water with the stock exchange and needs to act fast to avoid being kicked off. Alright, let's dive into this. Research Frontiers Incorporated, that is the company, has received 2 letters from Nasdaq telling them they are not meeting the requirements to stay listed. Think of Nasdaq like a club with rules. If you don't follow the rules, you might get kicked out. Research Frontiers is getting close to that point. The first big issue is the price of their stock. Nasdaq requires a minimum bid price, meaning the stock needs to be at least $1 for a certain number of days in a row. For Research Frontiers, their stock has been trading below this $1 minimum for 30 consecutive business days. This is a common problem for smaller companies, and it tells us that investors are not valuing the stock highly right now. The second problem is the total value of all their company's stock. Nasdaq also has a minimum requirement for this called Market Value of Listed Securities, or MVLS. Research Frontiers has fallen below this $35 million mark based on 30 consecutive business days from the 20th of April to the 1st of June of 2026. This means the market is saying the whole company is worth less than Nasdaq's threshold. To make things even tougher, the letter also pointed out that Research Frontiers is not meeting other ways to qualify, like having enough money from their operations or enough shareholder equity. This suggests a broader financial struggle beyond just the stock price. Now, the good news, if you can call it that, is that this does not mean the stock is delisted tomorrow. The company still has some time to fix things. They will continue to trade on the Nasdaq capital market under the ticker symbol R.E.F.R. They have been given 180 days, which is about 6 months until the 30th of November 2026, to get back into compliance with both the stock price rule and the total market value rule. This is a critical window for the company. To fix the stock price problem, the stock needs to close at $1 or higher for 10 days in a row. This is a pretty achievable short-term goal if the company can get some positive momentum. To fix the total market value issue, the company's overall market capitalization needs to be at least $35 million. Also for 10 consecutive business days. This means not only does the stock price need to go up, but the number of shares out there matters too for this calculation. Research Frontiers knows this is serious. They say they will watch their stock price and total market value very closely and are looking at their options. They hope to fix this by improving how the market views them, which means improving their business performance and investor confidence. Importantly, they explicitly state they do not plan to do a reverse stock split right now. A reverse stock split is where a company reduces the number of outstanding shares to artificially boost the stock price. It is often seen as a sign of desperation. Think about what happened with Kodak back in 2021. They did a 1-for-20 reverse split, and holders of $1,000 positions saw it drop to about $600 shortly after. Many companies that do reverse splits eventually end up delisted, so it is good. They are avoiding that for now. However, they are also very clear that there are no guarantees they will succeed. This is a significant risk for any investor. If they can't fix these issues, their stock could be delisted from Nasdaq. This would make it much harder to trade the stock and would likely cause its value to plummet further. Companies that get delisted often see their stock trade on over the counter markets, which are far less liquid and transparent. And finally, the filing includes the standard exhibit for interactive financial data, which is basically a digital tag system for financial information. It also has the signature from Joseph M. Harary, the president and CEO, dated the 5th of June 2026. Looking at the context I have, Research Frontiers Incorporated, or R.E.F.R, is a very small company with a market cap of around $25 million and only about 5 employees. Their stock price has been hovering around $0.73. This confirms that they have been struggling with their stock price for a while, and the Nasdaq deficiency letters are a serious consequence of that. News from November last year mentioned strong cash position. But clearly that has not translated to stock performance. This filing specifically states they are failing 2 key listing rules, which aligns with the news headlines from June 2026 about potential delisting. Now, let's shift to my take. Research Frontiers is facing a critical juncture. The fact that they have fallen below both the minimum stock price and the minimum market value shows a significant lack of investor confidence and likely underlying business challenges. While they have been given a window to fix these issues, the historical trend for companies in this situation, especially small ones, is often not positive. The intention to avoid a reverse stock split is a small positive, as it suggests they are trying to address the root cause rather than just mask the symptom. The biggest risk for this company is the continued inability to regain Nasdaq compliance. If they are delisted, liquidity will dry up and the stock price could drop even more dramatically. The opportunity, of course, is if they can successfully turn around their business performance and investor perception to meet Nasdaq standards. But given their small size and current struggles, it is an uphill battle. What I am actually looking for is a clear, credible plan to improve financial performance and boost investor confidence that goes beyond just hoping the stock price goes up on its own. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If you found this analysis helpful, please give it a like, subscribe for more, and join our Discord community linked below.